What's up, Brian? Yep, wee bit late. Feed your face, Don. It's all good. This, I know it's only Tuesday, but this week has been hell already. I've not made any short videos. I made nothing so far. It's just been kind of a train wreck at the moment. I'm sure everybody can relate with that. Oh, I love breakfast for dinner. You can have breakfast any time of the day. Sorry so late, by the way, but just been busy as hell. What's up, Big Mike? A little late tonight. I'm not sure how many's on at the moment, but it's been crazy busy at work and at home. So I watched your video the other was I think last night. I saw something. Hadn't had a chance to look tonight. Well, Brian, I brought my car home Sunday, and I was going to drive it home from my friend's house and couldn't because my fuel line had about, I don't know, 5 holes in the fuel line. Hey, Amber, it wasn't rusted. It's that braided fuel line. Well, I trusted the Chinesium stuff, and I shouldn't have. It only lasted about 3 years, so I got a roll of Earl's, the good stuff. So I'm gonna throw it in on tomorrow after work. And I'm meeting up with my upholstery guy to get my door panel started. My window guy fell through, so I had to put my back window in. Hopefully, it stays in. But I had my dad there, so it should stay in. He's put in a bunch of glass. One day we might actually get dad on live, but we're not going to hold that to him. He don't really sleep anymore. Yeah, that ain't no shit. See, we're only 56 days away from Halloween, so right about the 30-day mark is when I get started on my Halloween stuff. So shortly after we get back from No Names, I start decorating for Halloween. I caught a glimpse of Don's video with his ride. I saw he had the floor done. It looked good. How's your car, Brian? I saw you finally got to drive it under its own power. You go get to drive it at all? I got to put a bunch of grease fittings, tighten up the steering gear, firewall, and a redneck front end alignment. Why not? We all like those redneck front end alignments. What's up, Damien? I'm quite a bit late tonight, man. I never even scheduled live, and I'm just jumping on here to catch up with everybody real quick. I think I'll be able to do maybe one more live before No Names. Hey, Landon. Just watch Ed's. Yeah, I did catch Ed's. I had to stop by the speed shop on my way home and pick up some fuel hose for my Camaro because it sprung a few leaks on me Sunday, so I hadn't been able to do a whole lot with it. Just no stopping. Who needs brakes? It's overrated, Mike. It's all good. Mr. Ken, what's up? I have not caught any of Ken's videos. I don't know why. I'm about to go on there and make sure. I'll have to make sure I got the notification bell on because I've not caught any of his videos. Teach me how to. Let me get that up here. Oh, cool. Okay. Ken is just uploading some videos. Sweet. Oh, man. I've been messaging back and forth the interior guy trying to get my door panels done. There you go, Big Mike. He likes that goose. So I got a funky situation in that wiring harness I put in. So everything's working great except for the tail lights. I'm thinking they gave me a Firebird taillight harness because when I hit the brake, my turn signals light up. And I can't wire it wrong because it's wired into the harness. And Firebirds are the only ones don't actually have turn signal lights on the tail lights. So it's kind of weird. It does not light up my front turn signals when I hit the brake, but it lights up the rears. I'm kind of curious if they gave me a rear harness for a Firebird, not for a Camaro. Imagining some door panels for the Blue Goose. Well, I mean, I was fortunate to find a guy that needs some work done to a couple of his work vehicles, so I might be able to barter a little bit. So we'll just have to see how that goes. But he says that he'll have me ready before I have to leave. So, well, unfortunately, the Popcorn Festival falls the same day as the annual picnic and fishing derby that I take my grandbabies to. So, probably won't make it to the Popcorn Festival because I would love to go. That's a Chevy thing. What? Door panels? Fill me in, Ron. Landon. Hey, Ron, what's up, dude? Yeah, I was late as hell too, so it's all good. Yeah, like Don said, all good. Rob was late. I never even scheduled it. I normally schedule it the day after my last live, but I did not. I try to keep that schedule down, but I did not do it this time. So I think I got one more. Mr. Buck, what's up? Did he say he knows Corn Pop? Well, I'd love to go to the Popcorn Festival where Amber's going. She lives up the road from me. Um, but I don't know if I'll be able to make it. Taking the grandbabies to a fishing derby. You stop the turns on the flashers. Oh, I get what you're saying. Actually, I'll have 2 Tuesdays before we leave for Sykeston, so I'll be sure to get those scheduled before we roll out of here. But no, Landon, that's pretty funny. But the it doesn't turn flashers or turn signals on. It's actually my brake lights are turning on my turn signals. So I'll get it figured out. Oh, cool. Okay. Well, that'll be a good time anyway. I don't mind wiring so much. It's just I didn't run that wiring harness. Painless wiring did, and all I did was put it in the car. So after I hooked the battery up is when I found out I missed a ground on one. Um, Actually, two. I missed the ground for the blower motor, interior light, and that was it. And now the tail lights. Oh, just bring it by the shop tomorrow. I'll throw it in. It's not a big deal. No, Damien, this is they put a wire in the harness to the tail lights that a Firebird would have, not a Camaro. So I've got to get in and cut that wire that turns on the brake lights for my turn signals. Hell yeah, I'm fine. I talked to Painless Wiring. They said that I need to get in there and cut that wire to the tail light so the turn signal will work. Because they they gave me a Firebird tail light harness rather than a Camaro. So that was probably a Monday run on that harness that day. Hell yeah, Silver. We'll be there. And Dan. But brake light should always be a dimmer. Oh, it is. But there's a dual element in the turn signal bulb. That's how they've always been because they use the brighter side of the element to light. They don't have a single bright element bulb. It's either 1156 or 1157. They chose 1157 on it. Sounds good, Amber. And the reverse light bulbs are they got 1156s. Oh, that's the other thing I got to hook up is my neutral safety. I forgot about that when I put the damn console back in. I'm going to try and add a micro switch to the top of the neutral safety switch so that when I go to reverse, it'll actually light up my reverse lights too. Yeah, I know, Don. I think there are actually options that year after I looked into it. But hopefully, I hear my phone or see my phone go off when you message. You may just have to show up and come get me. Sorry, man. I can't help it. I am whooped. I spent all week last week with no help, and now I finally got help, but now I'm still playing catch up. I got home and ate dinner and about passed out. I had to struggle to stay awake. Because I didn't even get to come home after work. I had to go to the hot rod shop, get a fuel hose for my car, and then go back to Walmart and get scripts for my daughter. So, yeah, it's been fun. Nothing wrong with that. And it was hot as shit today, so that'll take it out of you too. I wonder how Jason's doing. I haven't talked to him. I think he does him pretty bad. Hopefully he's hanging in there. It got up to 94, I think, today. So it was pretty steamy. We had a front roll in, so the humidity went to 110%. So yeah, it was pretty hot at Trader's World, I heard. What's up, Tom? You didn't miss a whole lot. I came in late anyway. How hot was it there today, Mike? Big Mike? Hey, Dizzy, what's up, dude? Feel like it was 98. Yeah, that's hot. Yep. 96. Yeah, that's hot, man. Yeah, that's hot. Model T is in the trailer and ready to go. Hell yeah. Rub it in, Tom. It felt like 196 in the shop. You don't have any fans? I've got one on top of my blast cabinet. It's called the Big Chill, and I always put it on the second speed because the third speed it feels like it's about to blow me out the shop. Yeah, I think I stopped for just a couple minutes today to text my daughter back about dinner, and sitting there in front, I'm sorry, not in front of the fan, I was just melting. It was so freaking hot. It sucked. Big Mike, the big comedian. Did it work for you? Sorry about that. Nope. Me either. Got a Chevy in front of my house that needs both front or ball joints. No, that doesn't happen. Everybody in my shop hates doing ball joints. I love them. I can I could bust through those ball joints like they're nothing. I got that. I think it was a 64-ounce dead blow snap-on hammer. I can normally smack those suckers 2 or 3 times and just knock them out without actually using the ball joint press. Heck yeah, Don, that's badass. I think I'm up like 567 today. Ron took a perch run today. Blasted the AC. Yep. And Don wondered where you was. You was soaking up the AC. That's what you were doing. Don't feel bad. I've done it. I go on those sometimes long test drives with that complimentary AC check to make sure it stays cold for them before I give it back to them. It helps. What happened to that guy? Me time. Tell you what, that is really nice. Leaving the shop and just cranking that air on for that 5-minute drive I have home. But it's still nice to cool down for a minute. Oh, damn, Big Mike. Got your proposition here. Oh, you have a Blazer. Yeah. Well, you got the good snap on air hammer. You can run those rivets off real quick. Dr. Art, what's up, man? I watched a couple of your little videos you put up for Jason, and I think last year's No Names, or you made a pass, yeah, down Sykeston's or Jeffers. It was good, good video. Where's the link? That's because I forgot. Let me see if I can't throw that in there real quick. I got on here late tonight and just forgot. There we go. Tell you what, Jason's got a little AC unit in his garage. I mean, he doesn't have a barn that I do believe Big Mike has. But if Jason will turn his on and leave it on overnight, you get into that day after work, feels pretty good. But I don't know if he's done that yet this year. I really couldn't say. And the Prince of Darkness is himself.
What's happening?
Probably got busy. You didn't forget. Oh, damn! I forgot. Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah, I didn't schedule a live. I didn't do anything this weekend just because I just flat forgot about scheduling it. I was trying to
just work.
Well, work and everything else. I was trying to bring the car home this weekend and ended up bringing it home, but not running.
Okay.
The fuel line, I got some of that Chinesium braided line.
Mm-hmm.
No good.
Was it the nylon braided or the metal braided?
No, it was nylon braided.
Oh, okay.
And, it got about 5 little pinholes in it, and it wouldn't let me start the car.
Really?
Yeah, so we winched it onto the trailer and brought it home, and I finally went to the hot rod shop after work and picked up some Earl's fuel line.
Oh, okay. I haven't had any problem with it. I get my stuff from, I get a lot of people in here tonight, but I get all my stuff from Evo Energy, and I haven't really had any problems with any of it. You know, it's white box stuff. You know, it's all, but this is maybe better of, you know, the not complete shit stuff.
How long's it been on there?
It's been on my Falcon for 5 years.
Oh, wow. I only had it on for 3 years and it leaked.
Oh, okay. No, and I have it on the Ranger, and I've had it on stuff. I just look for that brand, I guess.
Okay. Well, hopefully it's not the same shit that I got then, because it's
I've gotten some real bad, you know, from like Amazon or something, like in a pinch, and you use that, and you're like, oh, geez, it's not even really the right size, and you got to just jam it in the fittings and, you know, kind of make it work. So
that's
mm-hmm.
That's why I just went ahead and I said to hell with it, and I went and got some Earl's braided. It'll last forever.
Oh yeah. So we'll be paying for it, but that's okay.
Well, it was $150 for 12 feet.
Yeah.
But you know, you get to pay for.
Yeah, their stuff with their fittings and stuff like that, you'll never have a problem. So.
Yeah. So I'm going to put that on tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And then I'm not sure if you heard any part of the last part of the conversation. They gave me a rear taillight harness for a Firebird, not for a Camaro. So when I hit the brake, my taillight and turn signal light up with the brake light on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I got to get in there and cut that wire.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've had the harness for so long, they won't give me the one to replace it. They said that I got to cut this wire, and I'm like, oh, thanks. That's great.
Yeah. One snip, you know.
Yeah.
Like going to Dr. Snip, it's over. You only got one.
Right. No, it wasn't just a snip. I can tell you that. But yeah, I got to do that. And then the wiring harness is done, which is really nice. All the lights are nice and bright, which is awesome.
Okay. Did you just do all LED lights and everything else, or no?
No, I only switched to a couple different LEDs. It's just that wiring harness was original from '79.
Mm-hmm.
And sitting in my driveway out in the weather for so long, you know, that car sat for 10 years while I was raising my girls.
Yeah.
And it just got full of corrosion.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the wires turn green. Got to chuck it all away. Yeah.
Yep. So that's why I got that whole car harness, just to delete it all.
Mm-hmm. So is it all the wiring's done now? Done? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, it was all done. Last Sunday, I started the car and moved it around.
Mm-hmm.
And then we put it back over on the other side of his barn where I had it at, and finished up the engine harness and tucked everything away, got it all nice looking. And then I went to start it and put it on the trailer, and it wouldn't start.
How much of that junk from that hose falling apart went into the motor? You think?
No,
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 no, no. Didn't go up into the carburetor or nothing. And
no. The you could actually pinch off the return hose and it would start,
okay.
but it wouldn't start otherwise.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it sucked.
Well, that's just a case for sorry. The Camaro's got to sit in the garage from now on. So look how much money it cost me to park it
Yes,
outside.
it is now protected.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's now protected, so I won't have to worry about it. But that's what happens. It's all good.
What day are you and Jason going down there? Are you going down on Wednesday or Thursday? When are you headed down? Do you think?
No, it's going to be early Thursday morning. I think he said.
Okay. Because it's probably what 6-7 hours for you.
It was 7 without the trailers, and towing. It's probably going to be 8. Would be my guess.
Okay, so just leave house at 5 a.m. and go. Yeah.
Oh, that's what I'm hoping. But getting his ass up and moving—that's the.
Yeah, it's only like
rough.
it's only like about 4 hours for me. So we're just gonna go. I don't know if we're gonna. What time Thursday? Yeah, just sometime in the sometime Thursday.
I was hoping that we would actually go kind of sometime Wednesday night, but he wants to leave Thursday morning. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because all you would do is just if you get there late Wednesday night, all you would do is show up and just start partying, and then you just.
Yep. Well, and I'll probably be over there at 5:30 in the morning.
Let's go. Yeah.
Wake up.
Just pull as close to the house as you can and just lay on the horn. Yeah.
No, there's some neighbors over there. I don't like them.
Fuck them. They're fine.
They're
neighbors won't be alone if they're
Jason's
scared of you. Yeah.
A lot of them are, but they're the ones that are the grumpy old ladies that you just can't defeat.
Oh, those are the best.
Well, one of them's his neighbor, so I try not to make it any worse than what it is.
Oh.
She gets grumpy when I turn around her driveway.
She got nothing better to do.
No, she don't, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just hoping he gets up early so we can leave. I want to be able to drive the car over to, the restaurant and stuff.
Oh, to Lambert's? Yeah.
I couldn't remember the name of it.
Yeah, that's if the weather's nice. So hopefully it should be.
Couldn't hear you, Doc.
Oh, hopefully the weather's nice.
I got wipers and heat, so I'm okay.
Oh, okay. All right. There's Jason.
No, it's just you're kind of jockeying around, freezing up. Oh, there's Jason. What's up?
Yeah, I can see. It's my computer. I look fine, but yeah, you're completely frozen. Oh, there you go. Now you're moving.
Uh-oh.
It's probably.
It might be.
Probably me.
No, it just said having trouble connecting, but then it just popped back up. So I think it might be me.
Oh, okay.
Apparently Mama is ready for us to settle in. Well, Big Mike, have a good one.
Sir?
I'm sure we'll catch you some other time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sweet. Got to go hang out with John. Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
Turbo
guy
Time
we grew up with long time ago.
Turbo Tom got no wipers
special.
Or side windows.
Got no
what the
wipers.
Is he driving?
A tea bucket.
Oh, Jesus. You put that on the trailer, Tom. God, it's light enough. You drive the Caravan.
He said it's in an enclosed trailer right now.
Oh, okay. I just
Small
borrow a
motors
truck from
cracked
work.
out.
Yeah, it's a small dealer. No one's going to miss a truck for a couple days, especially if it's a trade. Just hop in it, throw a dealer plate on it, and go.
Oh yeah, I think that's the only one that he talked about bringing was the tea bucket.
Oh, okay.
There was something else he had. I can't remember what it was.
Oh, okay. No, I haven't been around. I've been just too busy. So
Well,
yeah, I haven't done any shows. I'm going to start that again here now that fall's coming. I'll go back to doing Monday nights and
cool.
and that kind of stuff. Yeah. I just the summer's been weird, and after the end of October, all the bullshit for me will be done with travel and weddings and everything else. So then I can mess around
Get
again.
back to it.
Yeah, mess around again a little bit more, and I should have
You
all
not been mess in the garage a whole lot.
It's been real hot. I've just been doing go-kart stuff, really. Other than that, I had a box truck that I had to sell and get rid of. You know, nothing content any good.
I saw that video.
That was nice to get rid of that thing. That was an auction fever bad decision. You know.
Yeah, well, you'll have that.
Yeah. So now, pretty much the driveway's cleaned out. I mean, the only cars I usually have more, but I got the 2 cars from work. Then I have the Ranger and the Falcon, and then that, somebody else's GTR, and that's it. And like 3 go-karts.
When you unloaded that cop car too, that had that battery draw, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that battery draw it was gone. By that point.
Was it?
Yeah, because I had the turn-off switch on the dash, and I left that thing parked outside for a couple weeks and didn't turn the switch off. And I'm like, well, this will be dead, and I fired right up. So.
Oh, sweet! So you fixed it and didn't even know it.
Apparently, I fixed it. Yeah, or just my or my fluke was lying to me the whole time, and there was.
And man, there's a good possibility because there's some of those modules, if it doesn't go to sleep right away, your battery and your voltmeter will keep it awake.
I think that's what maybe happened now that I look back on it. But I did have I know for sure I had a bad wiper motor because it was burned. And a bad fan motor module because that was also burned up. But after that, it just wouldn't. You like you said because on those Fords they have so many modules that are full-time 12 volts. You get the little spark in the battery, you're like, oh, I got to draw. But then you put your fluke on there, and like you said, the battery in there keeps the modules awake. I'm like, why am I drawing 5 amps? There's nothing on. You unplug everything from this, and you're like, what the hell?
That's why I've got a tool called the Pulsar. That it's dedicated to using the battery so that it has nothing else that it won't feed anything else other than what battery voltage is there.
Oh, okay.
And that's what I use to check for draws. And I love it. No,
I was just, you take off the negative cable, put it between the cable and the battery and, and watch it, and it wouldn't go down.
Typically it works fine.
Yeah.
And typically it works fine, but I've had that occasion where it would not let the module sleep because the battery and the voltmeter kept it awake.
Right. So
that pulsar doesn't let that happen.
Okay. Well, that's someone else's problem now.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, I got rid of both. Yeah, I got rid of the box truck. I got rid of both the Crown Vics. I got rid of. There's something else I had laying around too. I can't remember what, but that's gone. So.
Yeah, I don't remember else. I remember the cop car and the other one, but.
Yeah, there's usually stuff in the middle, but I'd like to. I wanted because I have 2 SUVs from work. I want a little, I want to find just a regular 4-cylinder stick shift Ranger. Something that's not, that you can wash and wax. It doesn't look like a piece of shit. So Just to have a little truck around for, going to get gas and going to pick up, crap and crud and, throwing
Right.
engines and go-karts and all miscellaneous whatever in the back. So
What is that Mustang in the back of your picture? And behind you.
yeah, that's that was a 14 GT California Special that I had from 2016 to 2019, and then when the price of all the cars went through the roof, used cars, that's when I got rid of that. The wife had a 13 convertible. We sold them both in one day to CarMax and made like $6,000 between the two of them. We're like,
Damn.
okay,
well,
yeah, well, because we bought them cheap in 16 because Ford that Takata airbags, and there was no airbags available for the Mustangs, so the Ford dealers couldn't resell them. So, and she worked at a Dodge store, so they took them in super cheap. So we bought them way under the money, and then we sold them for stupid money, 3 years later, and I got to, drive it for a few years for, about $1,000. Cost me.
Yeah, I've got that Takata airbag recall in my Silverado that they're trying to do, and I haven't taken it in for it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Wilburn?
Mm-hmm. That would be just fine. That'd be just fine. I'll glue some horns to the top of my little truck, and we'll run with it. But yeah,
so did you name your truck?
I've called it all kinds of bad things. Not really a name. The only name I gave it for a short term was Red Sanford, but nothing really stuck in my mind. So,
well, and I've never actually named my car, and I was messing around with Jason last year, and I told him I was going to call it the Funky Colt Medina.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I may or may not. I don't know yet.
Yeah, your wife probably wouldn't appreciate that. So
I don't have one of those.
Oh, okay.
I got rid of that.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, go for it. Does Voodoo on GM ECU to run? Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's one of the dark arts. Yeah, making. Boy, I had more people IM me and send me emails about that one video. The first person, yeah.
We'll be everybody. Yep, the first. That's right.
Yeah. About that carbureted LS video, they'll email me because I put on there to email me, and people would email me, and they'd be like, "Well, what do I do on this and this and this?" And I'm like, "I don't know. You send it to me, or you pay me, or at least you subscribe." Right. Are you subscribed? No.
It does nothing special.
Yeah.
I named everything I own POS. It makes life simpler.
Yeah.
POS 1, POS 2, POS 3.
Yeah. But no, and I had a couple people say, "Hey, give me your address and how much you want, and I'll send you my computers." None have shown up yet. But I had a guy with the next generation ECU, the P59, asking me questions. So I had one in the garage. So I went through that and showed him the couple differences to do on that one. I hadn't made a video of that, which I probably should. But I was waiting for. I had two people that were going to send me theirs, and I was going to do a video on that, but they haven't shown up yet. Whether it's the post office or they just changed their mind or whatever. Because I tell them, I gave them the same deal. It's $100 to unlock it from HB Tuners, so that's non-negotiable. It's $25 to mail it back to you, and it's it's $100 for labor, more if you want.
Well, I've been doing a whole lot of factory PCMs and body controls and stuff at work here the last few months.
Yeah.
We normally have a guy come out and do it for us, but he takes so freaking long. It takes him 2 or 3 days to get to us. So I got the new Altel with the VCI module.
Okay.
So I can do GMs, Fords, Chryslers. It doesn't matter. Fords, I can normally just pull the information as long as the module's not dead. But
right.
That's why I think after Sykeston, I'm going to – me and Jason have been talking about getting the dongle and everything for HP tuners.
Mm-hmm.
And actually starting to do it ourselves. But I've not heard anything else from him. So –
Oh, okay. Well,
I might end up doing it myself. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, one of the shops should pay for it for you. But and it's not
the shop won't pay for it.
Yeah. But it's actually once you kind of geek out and get into it and kind of figure out, you ignore the people that you watch that go, oh, you need this and this calculation of the volume of it. Shut up. Where's my field table? Where's my timing? Okay. Okay. Here's how this goes. And they're just spreadsheets laid on top of each other. And every number is a calculation based on the previous hard setting. So you set your fuel here and your timing here, and if it's acting right, great. And if it's your fuel's lean, you add more fuel here and keep the same timing. Now it's running good. Then it's just simple adjustments. It's not anything.
Right.
It's simple. Really. He's Clint's a madman with the Subaru.
Is it the left bank or right bank, Jason? Because that left bank has the ground on the left side of the engine. Well, where it should be anyway. That's where the one bank quit running on Dad's on the coils.
Yeah, that's the only reason that harness would act up is you're losing that ground. Yeah.
The right side is on the back side of the cylinder head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the left bank's down the left. Well, typically it's on the left lower part of the block, where that ground is.
Left bank, yeah.
I do a bunch of those. Where they solder all the 5 wires into one eyelet and they all corrode.
Yeah, you can't do that.
But I cut back probably 3-4 inches sometimes of wire until I get good wire.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have to solder them all into a big copper lug. Then I heat shrink everything and then stick it back on the block and she starts up and runs.
Yeah. If I move it, it runs okay. Okay.
Well, we know the problem.
Yeah.
Got some heated pin fit opened up.
Yeah, swelled up, moved. Yep. Go to the junkyard, grab another one.
I had a 08 Tahoe come in and do the similar thing. And I grabbed a hold of the engine computer and it started.
Mm-hmm.
I wiggled it and it started running bad. I knocked on the computer again, ran great. It was all in the ECM.
Oh,
I thought it was a connector issue.
But something inside came loose, some solder joint.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just barely knocked on the PCM and it ran great.
Oh, okay. So it was, just. Well, that's easy. Needs a computer, Brian.
Well, that's the cool thing is, typically we would have to call somebody in or tow it to the dealer to get the PCM programmed.
Mm-hmm.
Now with this new module I have, all I got to do is go to GM Connect and pay for that day's subscription and it's done.
Download the tune and load it into that to the new ECM.
Well, it's not really a tune more than it downloading the VIN, the security pin and the passcode from GM Connect.
Oh, okay.
So the tune itself is already pretty much burnt into the chip.
Okay. So you're just yeah.
Yeah, when it comes to factory PCMs, you don't do anything with the tuning, and they won't let you unless you have HP tuners.
Right. Then you just gotta download it from off the old one or somewhere off of
Correct.
web and put it into the new one. But if
Now,
I mean
way
it's
back in the
all
day-
GM stuff, then it's acts like a brand new GM computer. You don't have any problems.
Exactly, right.
You don't have any weird corrupt files or anything like that. So
Now, back in the day, the GM High Performance group for the Corvette team, it wasn't HP tuners, but it was actually GM's engineering are the ones that tuned everything to try and get more performance out of just the Corvettes or the Cadillacs.
okay.
And that's why everybody wanted to go to the Corvette or the Cadillac PCM because it had more capabilities in them.
And it was
That was
yeah.
Yeah, it was a long time ago though.
Mm-hmm.
Not now because they're all the same.
Oh, I know. I remember in the the early days of the 5-liter Mustangs and stuff like that, when trying to charge those things, whether it was a supercharger or a turbo or something like that, and the
Right.
fuel modules and and just weird shit just to crutch the thing together to get it to run and not blow up. It's amazing more of those. I didn't blow more of those up at the time because it was just here, use this and it compensates for this instead of actually like doing anything right. But
I got one of the hyper chips for a 4.3 Astrovane I had way back when. Man, I'm telling you what, that some bitch was fast. For a 4.3, it just blew my mind.
oh yeah, it gave it all the timing it wanted.
Yep. Me and Jason actually had another Astrovan or had a Safari, one or the other. And we would actually bounce the front tires off the ground.
Okay.
Hit the brake and the gas, and it would actually physically bounce the front tires off the ground. It was fun as hell, but you tore up idler arms and Pippin arms like crazy.
I had a buddy do that with a full size Chevy van. He took the front shocks out of it.
Yeah. Now, we didn't take the shocks out of it. It just bounced really easy.
They're a little worn. Yeah.
But yeah, those were fun.
Mm-hmm.
I had a 84 or 85 S10. Actually, this truck was really damn nice. I got it for $50 because the rear end was leaking gear oil so bad. So I did axle seals, wheel cylinders, and it had the 2.5 in it. And this thing ran really good. Well, I was driving to work one day and cylinder 3 decided to exit stage left. So I ended up putting a full-size 4.3 out of a full-size pickup truck.
Okay.
And that 4.3 had a little more camshaft than what the actual Blazers did.
Mm-hmm.
So I put a 700 R4 out of a full-size van in it. Got the computer, harness, manifolds, and everything off an S10. Put it all in there. And then had a chip burnt for it. So the funny thing was I kept the 2.5 fuel injection badge on the fender on the tailgate. And I kept the original 2.5 muffler and tailpipe on it. Dude, this thing was whisper quiet. But it ran 14s.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was just, yeah.
Yeah. Fun little truck. Yeah.
So quiet. And it was factory non-AC, factory manual brakes. So
it was just a light little.
It had a water pump and an alternator, and that was it.
Yeah. Roll your own windows. Yeah.
So I put an electric fan on it from a Dodge Intrepid.
Okay.
So yeah, this little truck would rip. And you would have never known it. I miss that little truck, but I couldn't fit my tall ass in it.
Yeah, that's. I know because my Ranger when I took the bench out of it and put that Kirky in it, it's all the way down on the floor.
Right.
So and it's still kind of jammed in there, but oh well.
Yeah, my race. I can't think. I think they're the Jazz buckets.
Mm-hmm.
I've got those mounted straight to the floor, and it's still kind of high, but it is what it is.
No, it's a Camaro. It's small. Yeah.
But my front seat's about 4 inches from the back seat.
Mm-hmm.
It's close.
Yeah.
What's this? Y'all would like to your opinion on this year's Teague.
It's gonna make some shirts.
Okay.
Clint, maybe incorporate a wrong way sign. You've been following Clint in his little Frankenstein Subaru project?
No, I haven't. And that's the thing is there's Ken, Clint, and someone else has not been popping up on my notifications.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go in here and check real quick.
Okay.
Oh, I did that wrong.
Stop. No, but it looks, it's kind of like it's almost like a Ed Roth looking vehicle. On the S10 frame, he's got these big steamrollers on the back and little ones on the front, and it's kind of sitting on top of the frame.
There it is. Okay, I am subbed. So what the heck? Why am I not getting notifications?
It happens. I mean, I don't get notifications for Uncle Tony, and I do videos.
Huh.
It's just weird sometimes. It doesn't think you want to watch that. So, no, this isn't for you, sir. Move along.
Right.
And you got to go back and watch, and then it'll start popping up again.
Dang it, stop that. Keep on putting in the wrong freaking toolbar. Come on. Get back. All right, there's...
Yeah, Clint said that's the look he was going for, that Ed Roth. Your red pink look, yeah.
Old zinger.
Mm.
What's that? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna definitely have to try it out. Nothing of value was lost missing. Let's see, where is that? Yeah, and I know I'm subbed to Toll Garage too, but I'm just subbed to so many, and maybe that's just it. I'm just missing it.
Yeah, it could be. Because I know there's channels. There's channels that do that to me. The one is Not Rod Garage, and they're out of like the Northwest somewhere. Those guys and stuff like that. Right. And I kind of enjoy their stuff. And occasionally I'll check back and I go, oh, they have 2 new episodes that I never even knew about. And, so it just.
Damn it. Yeah, Brian, I can't wait to see that Dart too, because I'm sure that's going to be a sight. Them big ass tires sticking out the back of that thing.
Oh yeah, it's going to look perfect right next to Clint's car because it's kind of. Yeah, because he's got the complete, 80s funny car lookalike look to that thing with up on the back, the front down.
I tried to. I was going to put that rake on my car, but I just don't want to do it no more. If I had more time, I'd lower the whole damn car some more, but I haven't got around to that yet.
Mm-hmm.
I actually screwed up this was it last summer? I put my Caltrax on,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't pay attention. I threw it all together, um, let it warm up, did some driving, let it learn a little bit more, and I smashed the gas on it. My AFR looked good, so I let some bitch eat, and this thing grabbed all the way through high gear and just barely chirped the tires. I was
Mm-hmm.
thinking, man, these Caltrax are working good.
Yeah.
So I took it to work, do a couple things to it, and I get it up on the rack and look. I put the brackets backwards on left and right. So
Oh.
the bolts were going through this direction
Mm-hmm.
and right up against the frame connectors. So if I wanted to take them off, I couldn't. So before I left my buddy's garage to bring it home Sunday, we put it up
Mm-hmm.
on the rack and dropped it down and switched them over so I can. It just so happens I need to drop in my can now.
Oh, okay.
I felt like a dumbass when I realized that, but shit happens.
Oops. Yeah.
No one's perfect. We're all human.
No. On the old Mustangs and Cougars and Falcons and stuff like that, that's there's a underride like torque arm, and I can't remember the name of the company that makes it. It's like Torque Master or something like that. And it's a bolt-on kit that you run a bolt through the frame in front of the leaf spring, and it's a double shear that you weld onto the plate because the plates are under the axle.
Mm-hmm.
And you make your there's no adjustment to this bar, so you kind of have to build it as you're doing it.
So it's like the old competition engineering slide links.
Yeah, but with no slide.
Yeah.
And those worked real well for years. I mean, I even had them on my last Cougar because
it
just keeps the rear end from moving around, and it helps those cars with no rear sway bar and all that kind of stuff too. So,
well, on the leaf spring cars, it just keeps it from wrapping so that it plants the tires rather than wrapping up.
Mm-hmm.
And man, does it work good. On a hard street tire, that thing was trying to hook like crazy. I love it. I've got some drag radials on it now that it likes a whole lot.
Oh, yeah. What do you think you're going to get out of that car, time-wise?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I really have no clue. I know I ran one of my buddies has a 11.0 Mustang,
mm-hmm.
and we both spun, and I kept up with him up until high gear, and I started pulling on him. So it might be a low 11, a quarter mile. So eighth mile, I'm not even sure.
Okay. Yeah, because this one ran bone stock. Besides mufflers but nothing else. I mean, stock air filter and everything. That one ran 12.8 at 110. So
before this build, I ran 12.0s with the other camshaft and other shit, but then this camshaft, different build. Well, valve train, I really didn't change a whole lot, but I port matched everything and opened everything up real big.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't port match my other shit, so 735.
He's got you committed.
Oh, and S10.
Yeah.
Or are you talking about mine? Yeah, I have no fucking clue. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
We'll find out when it hits.
Yeah. Well,
I know I've ripped it on the street a few times, and it feels really damn good.
Yeah, I can't wait for Sikeston because I've been just testing at Buffalo Valley, and it's an uphill track. It's more of a hill climb than an 8-mile drag strip. So once I'm flat, and then a lot colder weather, I should be I should have a pretty good time too, and I got lots of room to just add boost to.
Yeah.
Because it's still in like 9 or 10 pounds, and on that track it ran 720 at 99. So I get on a flat track,
Well,
a little more boost and some better weather. It's
I know my wide open throttle AFR at 6,500 when I saw my data, it looked like I could add a little bit more to it, but I don't want to screw with that until Sykeston because we're a complete different elevation from here
right
to there.
Mm-hmm. And Clint, no, that's not the track in Crossville, which is a real nice track. This one is about another half an hour, 40 minutes down the road west. It's over by the dam in Buffalo Valley. So it's just a little bit further. It's a little bit farther than Crossville. And that Crossville, that's a nice track. When they redid it, it's it's like a family-friendly, clean, real nice laid out. Buffalo Valley's more of a,
Jason.
yeah.
999 for the tailwind. It'll go quicker than that.
Yeah, that's all right. You should feel like you're going downhill at Sykeston. Should be exciting.
Oh, ASO and Dean. What's up?
Yeah. Well, John Wilburn, when are you going out to Sykeston? You going out like that Monday before again, or when are you headed out? Because I'm sure you probably got a day or two of setup, I'd imagine. And then, NSB, yes, Union Hill is still running, but they're both about an hour away. Union Hill, it's physically a lot closer, but I have to go through downtown Nashville to get there. And going through downtown Nashville traffic with a trailer and stuff like that sucks at any time of day, weekend, doesn't matter. So I'd rather just take the easier route and go to Buffalo Valley. There's less people there, and you don't have to back up into the thing to do a burnout like at Union Hill. Well, let's see an electric go-kart. The new electric go-kart is going to be pretty crazy. Amber. Keep on the footpaths and down.
I think that means he's busy and he's leaving.
Yeah. Stay off the sidewalks if he's delivering what he's trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah, keep off the footpaths and Dundon.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Why? You have a vehicle. I don't.
Nope, never been there. I'm not wanted, Dean. But that's going on with me, and everybody wants me to bring one of my go-karts, but I don't think I can get one there.
Not enough room.
Well, no, I mean, the back of the Ranger is useless because there's a battery and a fuel cell and a nitrous bottle back there, And then last year I had a Titan. This year I have an Armada, so I don't have the bed. But so all the crap's got to go in the back of the truck. The tent, the coolers, blah blah blah. Tools, whatnot, everything, luggage. So I don't know unless I figure out some kind of device to strap it on top of the Ranger. It's gonna stay home.
Oh God, yeah. Let's not do that.
No, it's not worth it.
Oh.
It would be fun to race a couple mini bikes. So
Yeah, if I can manage, I just won't be able to compete with everybody because this bike's not going to meet all the specs. But it'll be fun to ride it.
mm-hmm.
It's not mine; it's a friend of mine's, and it's got a bigger piston and everything in it, so it's far from being stock.
Yeah, I stay off the mini bikes with the big motors because they just do this, and I end up backwards around my face or something. Yeah.
Well, this same motor was on a go kart that
Mm-hmm.
he had a 1 pound bottle of nitrous on too. This little go kart was sick. I got on it; it scared me.
Can he put it on a mini bike?
Yeah,
Oh
with no nitrous.
no, thank you. That's just you're just waiting for that thing to flip out from underneath you.
Well, I'm not gonna throttle it like that.
Well, you don't have to because you're like like me. You're tall, so you want to naturally sit back on the seat, and you forget that this thing has got oodles of torque, and it just goes woo. You gotta like monkey over the handlebars to keep the front tire down.
So it's like I said, I don't know if I'll be able to do it or not.
Mm-hmm.
But if I can, I have the option. He'll let me take it anytime I want.
Mm-hmm.
Mix of Santa Clara and Tony's.
Santa Claus. Spell check.
Santa Clara. You ever seen that? Did you get to see part of that Santa Clara diet? That short movie series they had?
No.
Or miniseries? Oh man, it was hilarious. Yeah, you'd have to look it up to know it. It was funny as hell. I think they played one season and then cut it off. Instead, everybody said it was too dark and too gory.
In the track last weekend, saw some pretty cool stuff with those Predator motors. Yeah, they're pretty. They're actually pretty simple to modify. Like the one on my red go-kart is just got some basic mods, and it's like 14 horsepower. And this, the thing's the size of my desk, an inch and a half off the ground, with me crammed in it. So it looks pretty hilarious when I drive it, but
holy shit!
Oh shit! Schwinn with a junior dragster engine.
Jason had a junior dragster. He was going to put Hunter in, and ended up getting rid of it because it wasn't a good opportunity. But that alcohol motor sounded nasty. But Hunter wasn't allowed to drive it at first. He had to drive a standard gas engine before he could race the alcohol.
Race the alcohol, yeah.
Oh my God, that thing sounded wicked as hell. It's different when you're in the stands and you hear them running compared to standing right beside it.
Right, yeah, they're nasty little.
That little sucker rapping, you could feel it in your chest just sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that little Alky motor was a beast.
Yeah, you spend more money putting your kid in a junior dragster than you do putting yourself in a real car.
Actually, he didn't have a whole lot in it.
No,
he got some good money out of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think he got it from a friend from the track or something. I can't remember, but
okay.
But yeah, that was a nasty little motor.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't even fit in it. I couldn't get my hips past the freaking roll bar. So it was definitely made for a little guy.
Yeah, that's why I started going with these go-karts, because for one, it's so cheap to make these things fast.
Mm-hmm.
And, fast is 50, say. But if you're going 50 miles an hour, inch off the ground, open wheel, no nothing. Yeah, you get off the thing and you're laughing and breathing hard and having a good, so it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, I think my go kart, I probably fastest I ever got with it. I think it was around 45,
I
and
thought, yeah,
at
that's
12 years old,
yeah, that's hauling
that was
ass.
hauling ass.
Yeah.
I thought I was a bad son of a bitch.
Hmm. Well, yeah, when you're that close to the ground and yeah, ripping through the subdivision and hoping nobody pulls out of their driveway or across the street or anything.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, when I was drifting around the block, because we only had, I think the gas tank only held about a quart.
Okay.
And, well, Jason got this engine running on a 6-volt ignition coil.
Hmm.
The magneto was bad, so it
Okay.
wouldn't throw spark, but it was a good pickup. So he put it into a coil from a battery,
Hmm.
and he got some bitch running. So I was driving this thing around the block, and I'm drifting around every corner because if you hit the brakes, it would kill it.
Oh, okay.
So you just kept it wide open throttle the whole time.
And just turn the wheel. Yeah.
Yep. So I had a cop follow me home one time.
Hmm.
He just wanted to stop and say, "That was awesome."
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool when that happens.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he said that we really shouldn't have it on the street, but if someone calls, he'll have to show up.
Yeah.
That was old Officer Love. He was a cool cat.
Well, that's just like doing stupid stuff in a car when you look like I do. You get off this little go kart and you're 6'4" and you take off your helmet. And you got all gray hair. The cop's just like,
Kids will be kids. It's all good. Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. Trying to think about it now, I know how he did it, but I didn't know what the hell he was doing.
He might have just. But yeah, let's see if this works. Holy shit! Yeah, it works.
Well, I didn't have a good gas tank on it at first or something, so we just poured gas in the cylinder head, put spark plug on it, and some bitch fired up.
Yeah.
Well, I drove it because we said something about changing the muffler on it, and Jason was at work, a mile up the road. Actually, yeah, probably about a mile up the road at Tuffy Muffler.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I can make it that far. I'll just bring a gas can with me.
Mm-hmm.
I drove that son of a bitch all the way up Bayside, across Woodman, a main road, to Tuffy Muffler into the parking lot. And Jason's like, "Oh my God, what the hell are you doing here? Grandma's going to kill you."
Mm-hmm.
So he made a little header pipe off the cylinder head, and his manager thought it was funny as shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I drove it back home. Yep. Yeah, built a little header pipe on it, and he brazed it onto the gas pipe. But, dude, it sounded so wicked. That poor motor. We took the governor off of it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh yeah, it's the first thing you rip that. Yeah.
dude, that thing was a 1930s or 40s tiller motor.
Mm-hmm. Never meant to go past 3,000 RPM. Yeah.
Right, and I was winging the poor thing. That was up until I put that. Huh?
You'll be fine.
Oh yeah, it was.
Mm-hmm.
Up until I put a big V twin off a riding mower on it.
Oh, okay.
That was fun, but then I sold it. I got into big cars.
Yeah.
Oh God, it did. That's right.
Oh,
It
like
still
a
had
gas,
the
like,
old.
like a gas bowl filter.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Dad or Grandpa, I can't remember which one. They took the fuel bowl off and then they took a drill bit and drilled out the jet.
Oh, okay.
I did again. That was one of those things. I didn't know what they were doing.
Mm-hmm. What the hell are you
Grandma
doing?
wouldn't have. Right,
Yes.
Grandma wouldn't approve of it, but we were having fun.
Right.
But like I said, it was fun as shit. I kind of miss it, but I don't. But that good old days. Okay, yeah. When I bought my Camaro for $650,
Mm-hmm.
it had a spot in the windshield where someone hit it with a ball bat. They heated up the springs or something on the front end, man, and it was so freaking low. The both bottom header tubes on each side
Just
were
flat.
completely flat.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, you couldn't hit anything without them going. God, my grandpa hated that car.
Mm. We got to start somewhere.
Had that car 26 years.
Mm.
But I went to the junkyard up the street from us.
Mm-hmm.
Got a windshield, a dash. I got some front springs, and then it looked like a goddamn 4-wheel drive because I didn't know they were big block springs. It was up there pretty high.
Well, I got to take this all back apart and cut a coil out of them, and yeah.
Actually, no. I got a set of Moroso tricks that I put in it and said screw all that.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, it was running. I think I was running 15s way back then.
Mm-hmm.
Gasser. I think I was running 15s for a while.
Yeah, 25 years ago, that was kind of normal.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't have no rake to it. It was level.
Mm-hmm.
It was high. But then I got the. I was going to put the other motor in the car, and I was like, I looked at Dad. I'm like, man, that thing is just way too high. And he's like, yeah, it's a little high. So, our brother Jeremy was working at Super Shops. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of that.
Oh yeah, I remember Super Shops. You walk in and there's an island of tires, and you
put
them to the counter. Yeah.
Our brother Jeremy was assistant manager at Super Shops.
Mm-hmm.
So he got me a set of Moroso tricks that someone returned, and we got them at 50% off.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I think I paid $70 for them. So we stuck those in there, and I cut half a coil out.
Mm-hmm.
And it finally lowered the car down where it needed to be. He wasn't pissed. He was shocked.
He's like, what are you doing with a Mustang type shock? Yeah.
Well, says the guy that was driving a Mustang too. So.
Yeah.
But Dad was just surprised, like, a Mustang, really? I mean, he was driving a Buick Regal, an Olds Cutlass, Cindy's Camaro, and then he brings home a 4-cylinder Mustang.
What are you going to do with this? Just watch.
Yeah, until he put that 302 in there and it scared the shit out of him. Yeah, he said he put that in there and he took it for a ride and he took it right back home. Scared the hell out of him.
Wait, your dad?
No, Jason.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God, no. We put the 400 in Dad's car, and, dude, he kept that thing to the floor every time he shifted it. He never let that gas up. He didn't let go. These days, he's a bit softer than he used to be, so he's a little scared of the car now. But
yeah.
He's talking about wanting to build a 421, and I'm like, Dad, you're scared of this motor. I was like, that 421 is probably going to be close to the 9s, all naturally aspirated, and he ain't going to want to drive it.
No, because that's hauling ass, especially
Huh?
Yeah, and you know,
That's angry.
it is angry, and like a little truck like mine, which is never meant to go more than 50, and it's got I-beam suspension and Volkswagen tires on the front and no sway bar, and and this and that, and just 600 horsepower in it, just tweaking the frame, and the car's going this way and that way, and it was like, this was really not meant for this, but yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Oh, God. Yeah, Jason was taking me to work one night. I was working at Burger King.
Mm.
I think I was probably 16 or 17. I can't remember. And we turned in front of the U-Haul, and he spun this sumbitch all the way around. I looked at him like, do you mean to do that? And he's like,
No. Was it raining or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it had little 14-inch tires on it and probably had 40 pounds of damn pressure in them.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, he spun us all the way around. I'm like, okay, let's not do that again.
Yeah. Now that we know how to do this, let's stop.
I can't remember if it was snowing or raining or whatever it was. Regardless, we spun all the way around. So that was before I knew how to do a donut or what a donut was.
Yeah, you have to learn, like anything. You got to learn how to do stuff.
So yeah, that was fun stuff though. 13s. I kept them clean. It was raining.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Burger King is actually still open. A lot of the other restaurants that's been around here have already been crushed and rebuilt somewhere else, or
yeah, and now it's a gas station or it's a whatever. Yeah.
Right, yeah. That's one of the only original restaurants that are still standing. It's not been touched. Just updated. All the ones across the street, the Pizza Hut was leveled and turned into something else, and now there's a Dollar General on the freaking corner of a main fucking road, and it is in the stupidest spot.
Oh, okay. Well, you need a Dollar General to live. Everything you need to live is at Dollar General.
Yeah, that's the only good one left.
Yeah.
The one by the Walmart sucks. There's a bunch of kids in there that can't make food to save their lives. But I don't eat fast food no more. Shit'll kill you.
Yeah, I try to avoid it at all costs until you get the hangries during you're on the road.
Well, my hangries normally will go towards Taco Bell before Burger King.
Oh, Jesus.
I know, but
yeah. Yeah, I can't do the Taco Bell. Yeah.
Well, I don't do the bean burritos or anything like that. It's
okay, just like the chicken tacos or something.
Yes. Oh, that sucks. Especially 67. That's actually the good year. I remember Dad's Mustang too. I hated that car. There's a lot of people that like them. I didn't like it.
No, it was just like a one of the 6-cylinders or 4-cylinder Mustang 2 was just a turd.
I think it was a 6-cylinder.
Okay.
I think. Jason, was that a 6-cylinder? But it was just shit.
Yeah, they're awful cars.
I think it was a 72 or 74 or something like that.
Yeah, it had to be a 74. Yeah.
Yeah. Or 78?
Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it burnt.
It's just a freaking Pinto. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, horrible cars.
It burnt to the ground, so.
Oh, okay.
He went from that to a 66 Impala. And that car lasted for freaking ever. Poor Wendy.
Burnouts in the
She needs
minivan is
5-point harness.
yeah.
Put her a 5-point harness in the passenger seat.
Yeah. Lock her in. Just make sure she can reach the cup holder and the ashtray, and she's fine.
Oh. All right. Well, damn. I hate to do it, but I need to get my butt in the shower and get to
All
bed.
right.
Thanks for coming on, man. It was good chatting with you.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's I got to catch up on getting back on the
Everybody else's
airwaves. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
my interior is 95% done in my Camaro. I got a new dash pad, new carpet, all kinds of stuff, and I'm just working on my door panels now. It looks good.
Nice. All right, man. We'll talk to you later.
All right, dude. Take it easy. Well, everybody. Yeah, good night, Dizzy. Later, Wendy. Clint. Who else hanging out? Peace out. Thanks for hanging out in chat. Y'all take it easy, and we'll catch you on Thursday if Jason does his live. I remember he said he was going to or not. Thank you, Dan. See you guys.